There is a moment in every life when the sky feels heavier and the wings that once carried you begin to fail. High above the silent mountains, an old eagle drifted through the cold morning air. He had outflown storms, escaped hunters, and ruled the wind for years. But now, his wings were heavy. His beak was dull. His strength was fading. And in that quiet sunrise, he faced the truth. With this version of myself, I cannot fly much longer. He searched for the highest, coldest, most unreachable cliff, a place untouched by comfort, a place where even the wind hesitated to breathe. He chose that lonely peak as the ground for his rebirth. Because transformation never happens in the crowd. It happens in silence, in isolation, far from the eyes of the world. There, on that frozen rock, the eagle made a decision. I will break, I will bleed, but I will be reborn. Then came the first step of rebirth, the hardest one. The eagle lowered his head and struck his dull beak against the stone. Once. Pain exploded through his skull. Twice. His vision trembled. Again and again and again. Every strike was a goodbye, a farewell to the past, to the limits that held him down, until finally his old beak shattered, broken, bleeding, but free. Because sometimes you must break what no longer belongs to the future version of you. Now the eagle could not hunt, he could not fly, he could not fight. All he could do was wait. Hunger pressed against his ribs, cold wrapped around his wings. Loneliness sat beside him like a silent shadow. But inside his chest, a different fire was growing. Not the fire of fear, but the fire of decision. Days passed. Slowly, painfully, a new beak began to grow, sharper, stronger, ready for the sky he had not reached yet. Because real transformation does not happen fast. It happens in the quiet, unseen moments that no one applauds. Then came the most painful step of all. The eagle looked at his wings, heavy, damaged, exhausted. Feathers that once carried him now held him down, and with a fierce breath he began to pull them out, one by one. Every feather torn from his skin was a memory, a battle lost, a fear held too long, a weight he was never meant to carry. The pain was sharp, relentless, merciless, but he did not stop. Because sometimes, to rise again, you must remove everything that no longer belongs to your new life. You cannot fly with the wings of your past. Weeks passed. Slowly, new feathers began to grow. Not weak, not broken, but bright, strong, and sharp like blades of light. The eagle was rebuilding himself from the inside out. His wings grew full again, his strength returned, his spirit sharpened. He was no longer the bird who had landed on that cliff. He was becoming something new, something powerful, something unbreakable. And he knew, when the time comes, I will rise again. The day finally came. The eagle stepped to the edge of the cliff, the same cliff where he once arrived broken, tired, and unsure. But now, his wings were reborn, his strength was restored, his spirit was unstoppable. He spread his wings wide, feeling the wind beneath them for the first time in his new life. For a brief second, there was silence. Then, he jumped. The air caught him, lifted him, carried him higher and higher and higher. Every beat of his wings was a declaration. I am not who I was. I am renewed. I rise. This story is not just about an eagle. It is about you. There will be seasons when your life feels heavy, your wings feel weak, and the sky feels out of reach. But remember this: you are allowed to break. You are allowed to restart. You are allowed to rise again. Pain is not your ending, it is your beginning. Like the eagle, you may have to let go of what no longer serves you. Old habits, old fears, old versions of yourself. Rebirth is never easy, but it is always worth it. And when you choose to rise, the sky will open for you, just like it opened for him.